Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Spitter Swallow. I'm your host, the Pornhub Poppy, the Sultan of Spitter Swallow, aka Daddy Delgado, SES Vince, Daddy's home, and Daddy brought some guests with him tonight. That's right, guys. We are here to talk about Wrestlemania Night 2. And I brought, which I guess is the new official SOS crew, right? Like the SOS Society. Justin from Get Your Podcast. How's it going, Justin? Thank you for coming on this fine Monday afternoon.
100%, man. Always here to help you out, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You're here to assist me, just like Paul Heyman assisted Roman Reigns with that Kimura last night. but you know, like we can't do this alone. We needed to bring a man of culture. So we brought with us the artist known as Benji Calavera, aka Benji Barnes and Nobles. How's it going, Benji?
What up?
Thanks
for to be here this afternoon.
Early morning for you. This is you be on that bum schedule. You be on that bummy schedule, like waking up at like 1-2 in the afternoon and starting your day.
Then bum ass Corbin, you know, gotta keep it going.
Gotta keep bumming it out. Gotta keep bumming it out for him. But like I said, guys, this is Spirit Swallow Wrestlemania Night 2 edition. I'm sorry, I'm still like trying to get my shit together. Go ahead and subscribe and help us get that custom URL. It'll help us greatly. And yeah, guys, Night 2 in the books. 2 nights of WrestleMania. How we feeling? Are we exhausted? Are we still okay?
Oh my God.
Are we still good with the 2-night thing? What was your guys' take after 2 nights? How are you feeling?
I'm down with it, man. Listen, there was a lot of wrestling going on this weekend. You know, it was all fun. It was all good. I'm okay with doing this once a year. You know,
once a year. Okay. All right. Just
what's it go? Oh, once a year. We're like Spitter Swallows like every other, month.
I think he meant about
WrestleMania.
I thought the 2-night made it.
I see.
No, I'll do this every night.
I'm about to say this is the kind of the squad at this point,
Yeah, no, this.
But
quick shout out to Reek. Quick shout out to Reek. We were gonna have Reek Havoc from the Havoc Hour and Young Kings Wrestling, but Benji was hungover and so was I, so we had to push the recording. So I'll try to work with him and try to get like Stand and Deliver or WrestleMania Backlash going. So like, get your hand down, Benji. Get your hand.
I like shit.
You a fool.
He looking like that one white dude in the 90s when The Nation came out.
Yeah, Crush? You talking about Crush?
No, like the one white dude in the crowd.
In the stand, in the crowd?
Shout out to Benji for that callback. But nah, man. You were saying just before I cut you, my fault, man. My fault.
No, man. I'm just like what Benji said. I mean, 2 nights of wrestling. I mean, it's great. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan in general.
Yeah,
it's a great time. It's a great time.
Yeah, it was. And you know what? Let's just get that straight down into it. We started things off hot with the Raw Tag Team Title match between the current champions RK Bro, the challengers the Street Profits, and the other challengers Alpha Academy. I want to go ahead and give WWE props for doing a proper triple threat style match here. Because I always hate it when they do like two people in the ring and then the other members of tag teams not even being involved in the match. So I thought this was fantastic. It was a very spot heavy match. We had dives and near falls and RKOs all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, it was RK Bro that picked up the victory. Not too surprising. I thought it would either be Street Profits picking up the win here, or RK Bro. I didn't really see any chance for Alpha Academy. I was kind of hoping that at the end we see Street Profits heel turn, get with more of that aggression than Montez was dishing out the last couple weeks towards RK Bro. We could still see that tonight on the Raw after WrestleMania.
True.
So post match, the Street Profits and RK Bro, they start drinking together, and they invite Gable Stevenson, who's chilling out ringside, and Chad Gable poops the party, and he gets suplexed by Gable Stevenson. Apparently, there can't be two Olympians named Gable on the same show, on the same company. So quickly, guys, what's the over/under on Chad Gable getting repackaged or renamed into something else?
Listen, man, he survived the Shorty G era. I'm sure he'll be fine.
He's gonna be called Chad. He's just gonna be called Chad.
At this point, he's gonna be called Chad.
Chads,
why not?
Yeah, just a couple chats, man. Just a couple chats, chatting it up. But yeah, like I said, RK Bro got the win. RKO out of nowhere by Randy to Chad Gable for now. And yeah, what you guys think? Opening match, triple threat Raw Tag Team title match.
You know what? I'm gonna kind of gargle on decidedly, just because in the beginning it kind of was lackluster. In the beginning, it kind of seemed like a standard tag match you would see on Raw, and then by after 8 minutes, 10 minutes, I guess the ref was like, "Hey, we gotta finish this up," and then all of a sudden, all the spots coming up. You had Matt. You had Matt do the RKO from the top rope. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty dope. And then you had another follow up RKO from Randy Orton.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, it was a fun match to start off night 2. I thought between the video packages and them having you not forget Gable Stevens' name, man. I mean, oh my gosh, everything else was all right. Everything was all right.
I think it's a foregone conclusion. You can pencil him in for the Raw after WrestleMania to either show up or make his in-ring debut.
You guys ever leave a soda or pop, as some of you guys call it, out for too long and it just fizzles out?
Yeah.
That has more charisma than this Gable Stevenson dude.
Didn't you say that he had the charisma of Plank from Ed and Eddie?
Yeah, this man has the fucking charisma of Johnny's Plank. You know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling it. Maybe he'll develop or whatever, but as of now, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, no. Also,
but I will say, I always love seeing how far the Street Profits have come, especially if you follow them from when they were first starting out at NXT. Now they're over here holding it down in WrestleMania. Yeah. Always got to shout that out.
For real, Angelo Dawkins too. He was in NXT with
he was almost fired. How many times?
Yeah, all of them dudes. Now he's looking like
Martin Luther King. Everybody's been roasting him, saying that he looked like Martin Luther King.
That, and then he also looks how D'Lo Brown looks like now.
Yeah. Yeah, he might be related. You know
what I'm saying? I mean, he did the Sky High, which I thought was dope,
Yeah, I will say I do like the little callbacks and stuff. That's cool.
The Sky High was dope.
Despite what Matt may think, I did not hate D'Lo Brown. I just, based on the way he was being booked, I did not see him as a world champion. I didn't think.
Wait, you hating on D'Lo Brown?
I'm not hating on D'Lo Brown. I like D'Lo Brown. Get your face out the camera, Benji. Before we move on, I'm gonna go ahead and spit the match for Matt because it's Matt, and he he spat the whole Vicky Guerrero promo on Dynamite 2 weeks ago for me since I wasn't on the show, so I gotta return the favor. But if it's just for me, if my personal opinion, I take it in the face. I don't really want to swallow the match. I don't really want to spit it. I don't really even want to gargle it. So I'll just take it in the face. So
I'll swallow it.
But I'll spit it for Matt. Okay.
1,000.
Moving on, we had Omos taking on Harley Quinn's big brother Bobby Lashley. Shout out to Lashley, making that Harley Quinn gear look really good. Man filled it up. He filled it up, and he had that point of view entrance too. Like that man's ready for a black porn video. I think he's gonna go ahead and reunite some fires with Lana. You know, we might see some things.
Like, that's what I was wondering too. Like that was a Harley Quinn thing, right?
Yeah, that's a Harley Quinn.
And I was like, you know, usually Harley Quinn has that hammer, right?
Yeah. And
I'm like, well, I don't know where the hammer was, but I guess I've seen it right there.
It was there. It was there. That was the point of view. He was bringing out that mallet.
For real, man.
So I was in the Creation World party chat for Wrestlemania, and Kate and I think John were trying to figure out how tall Omos's mother was. So that's a question for you guys and everyone else. How tall is Omos's mother? If you guys can figure it out, go ahead and join the conversation. Use hashtags 1212. No, like I think she's like 5'8" or something, like 5'7" or like she must be short, man. Like if you look at like Shaq's mom, I think Shaq's mom's like very short. Like that was just a question. So like I thought I'd pose a question. I'm like, how tall is Omos's mother? So like that's a question for everyone. Use the hashtag SOS.
That's sweet. Hashtag SOS.
Hashtag SOS. Let us know. What do you guys think? Someone do the research. Katie, if you're watching this, do the research. You're usually the numbers cruncher. You're the information person. But like I mentioned on like the night one recap with Matt, this again felt like another match where they could have used this spot for the IC or US title. Yep. They didn't. They put the US title on SmackDown in a triple threat match, and they didn't even defend the IC. No, they put the IC title in the triple threat match, and the US title wasn't even defended. You thought they were gonna do Damian Priest versus Finn Balor or something, but they didn't do anything. Like nothing against Lashley. I like Lashley, but Omos does nothing for me. Yeah, maybe down the line he might be something, but right now I just wasn't feeling it. The match was what it was. Lashley looked impressive. He speared him to the back. It looked like a rough bump to take. I'm swallowing Lashley getting the win, but I'm gonna spit the match because like it was just there. I don't know about you guys.
Spit. I would spit it real quick. I would say you spit it, and this time the time of this match could have been shorter. Mm-hmm. That way the New Day match could have had more time.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Okay, all right, but I spit the
I'll
match.
Swallow it only because Lashley made it almost look like $1 million. You know what I mean? I didn't see the build up before, so I didn't see none of this. I didn't even think he could lift them up like that. So I was impressed because I don't watch the Raws before, so to me it's all fresh. You know what I mean?
He's using the strength from the hammer, just like Thor. You know, that's where he gets his strength from.
I guess I'll swallow Bobby Lashley's hammer. How about that?
There you go. Let's all swallow Bobby Lashley's hammer. Let's all do that.
Oh, I know. I'll probably choke before No, but the build-up, Benji, the build-up there is no build-up. Almost was just talking, shooting a promo, and then Bobby Lashley comes out.
Sometimes you just need big meaty men, you know what I mean?
Big meaty man slapping me.
But this is a big meaty man.
This is almost first WrestleMania match?
Yeah. Wait, he had a tag match. I think he had a tag match.
Singles, first singles, right? So that's huge for him. That's probably the biggest match of his career. So
wait,
hell yeah, man.
What was this big meaty man slapping me, or was this BBC slapping me? Like, because that's what it felt like, man. It felt like BBC slapping me, like that.
Whatever you want to put on your plate, man.
Speaking of plate, I was eating up the next match, last Jackass standing match, which is what I dubbed it.
Nice.
Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville, looking like Captain Underpants' sidekick.
Yup.
This match.
Knoxville ate a haluva kick to start. We get all the weapons, like all the WWE 2K22 weapons: the stop sign, the trash can, crutches, everything. We got appearances from Big Dick Johnson and Hornswoggle. They come in to help. Wee Man with the scoop slam on Sami Zayn. I popped for that.
Are you kidding me?
Oh man, Knoxville.
Party boy up in there.
Is that his name? I didn't know his name. I was just thinking about Big Dick Johnson from back in the day in WWE.
Oh man, wow. Okay.
So that was the comparison I made. I was other than like Wee Man, Steve-O, and Johnny Knoxville. I don't know anyone else's names from the Jackass crew. Speaking of which, where was Steve-O? What's going on with Steve-O? Why wasn't he involved with this whole thing? Do we know?
Well, don't Samoans hate him?
Fuck if I know, man. I don't keep up with Steve-O. I thought he...
No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know.
He no-sold him.
Yeah, he no-sold. Yeah, yeah.
And they beat his ass.
And they beat his ass for real.
Oh, really? I gotta go look that shit up.
It was with Umaga, right?
Yeah, he hit the finisher, and this dude got up right away afterwards.
Yes, I remember that now.
And then they started potatoing him.
You love to see it. You love to see it. Shout out to fuck, what was that dude's name? Shout out to Daniel Pewter. Shout out to Daniel Pewter.
Oh, Daniel Pewter. Okay, yeah, Daniel Pewter. Yeah,
the most notorious live public potatoing in the wrestling match that I can remember.
No, but yeah, I mean, this match was great though.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely swallowed this match. I mean, I think the last Spitter Swallows when we had Rick on here, he had said if this match is going to be like this,
that was
Natsu has a chance. Right?
I think that was the Spitter Swallow where the Smackin the Raw that Matt took off because of the wedding, and I was hosting it, and it was the four of us. Right. It was the four of us.
Yeah. So Rick was right, man. Like if it was like
he called it.
He called it. He said if it was gonna be like this, then Knoxville has a chance.
Pay that, man.
And man, pay that for real, man. Yeah, the hand, you know what I'm saying? The hand thing.
Bro.
The
Mark
taser.
Henry's son making a return. Which by the way, he tweeted about it. He's like producing greatness or something like like he quote tweeted that shit and like was like playing it up. But we saw like bowling balls into Sami Zayn's dick. Pyro pegging at one point.
Yeah.
The dick kicker came out. Giant hand, rat trap, table spots, and then the giant rat trap. And of course, we had the tasers. The taser to that's how he got into the rat trap, right? With this taser.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then obviously we got the whole Jackass crew celebrating. Swallowing the match. I wish Sammy got the win. I'm not mad. Hopefully he gets something out of this. Like he can use some of this heat. Like maybe he gets a little bit more serious after this. You know, maybe that's a positive out of this. But out of the entire night two, this was one of my favorite matches. And it was just like a spot fest. It was just like literally just some shit you create in a no DQ match with your friends in a video game, just like hitting each other with stupid shit. And it felt fun.
Yeah, it was. And the small details, man. Shout out to Sami Zayn for all the selling, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, he paid attention.
He kicked the fuck out of Wee Man, though.
We
didn't have to do him like that. We didn't have to do him.
Man, fuck Wee Man. But you guys are swallowing the match. You guys liked it?
Swallowing that, man. That was like some old school like 90s WWF shit. Like this was just fun. It was just fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but hey man, wrestling's variety, right? And this was just that. And it was fun.
Yeah.
I was laughing my ass off the whole time.
So would you give it a 7,000 star New Japan Tokyo Dome rating?
Oh, it gets all the eggplant emojis for me. That's how we rate them here. We give them eggplant emojis.
That's definitely 4 eggplants out of 5 for me.
4 eggplants out of 5.
Out of 5?
The last one didn't get fully ripe. That's why the last fifth eggplant didn't get fully ripe. That's why it only gets 4 out of 5.
Flaccid, you know.
Yeah,
I just want to say real quick. We were watching that at my at Char's parents' house, and they had a good time watching it.
Because it's funny.
That's what it's all about.
So they had a good time watching it, and they only see wrestling when I turn it on.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, they had a good time watching it. So that means it did something for all you sweaty ass people out there complaining and shit.
Man, I think the way I've because I enjoyed WrestleMania night 1, and I've been enjoying WWE programming a lot more than I have recently. But I'm also enjoying AEW programming. I'm enjoying all wrestling right now. But I see WWE haters about AEW, and I see AEW haters about WWE, especially with this whole Cody thing. And I'm just gonna take a page out of my boy TC from Young Kings Wrestling, and I'm just gonna enjoy what I'm enjoying, and I'm gonna like tune out the noise, and I'm gonna troll the haters out there, and just like thrive off negativity. You know, that's what I'm gonna do now.
People like to act like there's all this pressure between these two companies. And all these wrestlers are hanging out with each other backstage. You know, they're all
exactly.
friends.
Yeah,
there ain't no beef between them. You're like, just enjoy it.
Except for the Young Bucks, they're still in their feels about Cody leaving. They keep changing their bio. They keep changing their Facebook status.
Man, those are some like regular thought white girl attention. You know what I'm saying? Like when you break up with one of them girls, they still want you back.
You dated white women out here, Justin?
Oh no, I don't do that. I'm sorry.
Not no more.
The only thing that goes in my mouth that's white is milk.
Okay. All right. Okay. Exposing yourself out there, but we're gonna move on.
Shout out.
We're gonna move on to like.
Shout out to the white girls listening though.
We had plenty of white girls in this next match.
Where all my white women at?
Women's Tag Title Fatal 4-Way match. We had the team of Boston Glow. I'm not sure if I'm feeling the name just yet because it kind of feels like Boston Hug connection almost.
Yeah,
like
Glow Boss.
Glow
Why
Boss.
did they just say Team Bad? Why didn't you just go with the Team Bad?
I was kind of hoping they do something like play off of Team Bad's history and be like Unity or something because like they have Unity and shit and like that was their
Say
like,
it right.
Yeah.
Do it.
No, I can't do it.
I know.
I can't hit the high note. I can't hit the high
Because
note.
they do
for the pod.
Unity.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. I got it. All right. I did it. Sorry, world. But yeah, we had Boston Glow.
Peer pressure's bad.
Boston Glow. Shout out to the boss entrance with the neon Lambo. To match Naomi's gear. It was great. Sasha looked fantastic in the blue. She had a little neon green at the end of her hair to match Naomi. I love the color coordination. The other team we had was Live for Brutality with the Catwoman Batman cosplay gear. Matt pointed this out. I'm going to give props to Matt. What's one thing that we know about Batman and Catwoman? What do?
They have sex. Don't they?
Confirming that Liv and Rhea, they're fucking.
Oh.
That confirms that they're fucking. That confirms they're fucking. I think that confirms that. Like that confirms it, man. That seals it. So with that cosplay, that was their subtle way of letting us know, yeah, we fucking. And Rhea's probably grabbing the strap. Then we had the Queen of Spades and the Queen of Hearts, Natty and Shayna Baszler. Hate to say it, but there was nothing real too special about their gear or entrance. Nothing here. Carmella and Selena come out. Selena looked like she belonged in Alice in Wonderland, and Mella looked like she was like wedding dress lingerie gear. And apparently Mella and Corey teased a life sex celebration when they win. So I know
life sex. You left your pussy on your bed.
That's Hugh, by the way. Say hello to Hugh, guys. He's making his YouTube debut. But yeah. So we know who Matt was rooting for in that match. He was kind of hoping Mella and Selena got that life sex celebration. So he's been an advocate for that. I will say, don't force people to do something they don't want to do. But if people want to fuck on camera, let them fuck on camera. I'm just saying.
True.
I'm just saying. There's nothing wrong. If they want to do it, let them do it. But I am going to be spitting the fact that they did not follow their own multi-person tag match continuity that they just established to open the pay-per-view. They had 2 women wrestling at one time while they had 2 other teams just chilling in the apron, which I did not like. That makes no sense either. Both matches need to be that way or not. Like you gotta have some continuity here. So I'm spitting the lack of continuity. There was a double Tower of Doom spot. Everyone got their shit in. Plenty of spots. I loved it. And shout out to that creative tag team finisher from Boston Glow.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know what the fuck that was. It kind of looked like like a kind of like a reverse X Factor. Like I don't even know what it was. Like that Naomi did, like going into a split while Sasha did like a code breaker thing.
Yeah.
Like it looked dope. Like I want to just go ahead and shout out Black Excellence in the women's division. Right now we have Boston Glow women to women's tag titles. We had Bianca Belair women's to Raw women's title last night.
Yeah.
You know, we just need to get that title off of Charlotte. You know, we just need to get that title off of Charlotte, and we got full on Black Excellence right now in that women's division. You know, bring up
And don't forget, you got Mandy Rose and NXT.
Someone made a joke. So speaking of that, and this don't count from the continuity, guys. Someone made a joke on Twitter, and I hated myself for laughing. But you know how like Cody Rhodes was being like touted by Big Swole for like being like a supporter of black women wrestlers like in AEW. And so it's like Cody Luther King show like after like one night at Mania, and you see black women excellence like thrive in WWE at WrestleMania. Cody Luther King getting credit for this shit.
I mean, we did get the ref too. The
black women ref. Yeah, like I forget her name. I forget her name.
Her name too.
But I know
she was in there too.
I know she's with Leon Ruff, if everybody remembers Leon Ruff from NXT, former North American champion. They're an item. So shout out to Leon Ruff for getting that big win right there, because like she a keeper. She a keeper.
And I guess the best thing about it was it didn't feel like, you know, forced diversity. Everything felt earned, you know?
Yeah.
Like they really worked for it. They earned it.
Yeah.
And that's all people want, you know, just a chance, you know?
Yeah. Sasha was very emotional, as she is in most matches.
This is her first win?
This is her first win at WrestleMania. Matt was like, okay, I like Sasha now, but she needs to stop getting emotional and cry after every single win. No, dude, this is actually her first WrestleMania win. It's the first time two black women held the tag titles together. So that's a big feat. That's an accomplishment.
It's huge.
Has any other woman of color held the tag titles other than like Sasha? I mean, Bailey, because she's half Mexican, I think, or she's kind of like, I think like on one of her parents' side, I think, but she's not. She doesn't show her Latino side that often, like she should. But has there been any other women of color to hold those tag titles?
The WWE one?
Yeah,
not including NXT. Not including
NXT. I can think of Nia. Tamina counts, right? Tamina counts, right?
Yeah. Tamina counts.
Yeah, Natalia counts, Benji. Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, you gotta represent orange people out here, you know?
Oh my god.
Stupid.
We're not here to shout out Oompa Loompas, man.
Well, Zelina Vega. You said Zelina Vega.
Okay, right? She's Latina. Vega. She's Latina.
Yeah, Zelina Vega. Australia? Does Australia count?
Nah. That's why, man. That's
Australia
why.
Doesn't count? Okay.
Okay.
Then.
No, man.
Then no.
At least not two women. At least not two women of color at the same time holding the titles. Like you can, if you want to, like count Bailey and Sasha, sure. But this feels legit, you know. So
yeah, I mean,
it was just cool
they're
to
the
see.
first.
It was cool
they're
to
definitely
see.
the first. Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah,
it didn't dawn on me until until they won it, and I was like, oh shit, that's why I put that thing in the calf, just to like, you know, because I wasn't. I mean, I thought there had been, but just because you're used to seeing Noemi with somebody, you know what I mean. So I thought, but then I think for her, this is like her third win in WrestleMania.
No, who, Naomi?
Yeah, because she got there's the Andre.
She
the
won
Battle Royal. Does that count?
She won I think it was the WrestleMania Battle Royal or something like that.
The Battle Royal. She won the title.
Yeah. She won the title
at 33, right, in Orlando, in her hometown. She like had like a surprise return. So this is her third win. She's had some big moments at WrestleMania. So shout out to Naomi.
Okay.
I do still wish that it was Naomi that either won the Chamber or won the Rumble with that whole Sonya Deville storyline that led to that would lead to hopefully getting the title off of Charlotte, and we never got Ronda. That's what I was kind of hoping for. Shit, that would have probably been a better match than what we got last night.
With Ronda and Charlotte.
I skipped that shit, man. I skipped that shit. I was eating tacos.
Same.
I was eating tacos.
Didn't Naomi and Charlotte have like a good ass match on a regular Raw or SmackDown?
Yeah.
Yep.
They did. Yep.
Yeah. Imagine what they can do in a pay per view.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Moving. Obviously, I'm swallowing the match. I'm swallowing the results. I liked it. Sasha Banks is my favorite wrestler, so of course I'm swallowing that. I wouldn't have been mad with Liv Through Brutality getting the win because I liked their chemistry as a team. So I would have been okay with them winning either way because if Naomi and Sasha don't win, then they can go on and do singles runs because they're just as good as singles wrestlers as they are paired together. So either way, I would have been happy with either results. Just don't put the title on Natty and get that shit off of Carmella and Selena because I wasn't feeling it. And it looks like they're gonna split them up anyway. So like, just get the titles off of them. Do you guys?
Oh, swallow.
Okay,
I'll swallow it.
All right.
Yeah, swallow.
All right. Moving on to maybe the best match of the night. If it's up there with the Knoxville Last Jackass Standing match, we have AJ Styles versus Edge. Edge looked very evil. He with the brooding entrance down to the ring. Shout out to Matt for again saying this. Like I'm trying to make sure I get all of Matt's shit in. He waited until the Undertaker retired to steal all his shit. Cause he came out with the blue. He came out with like the jacket,
the trench coat,
the trench coat. Yeah. The gear was purple and black. That's classic Taker. So at least he had respect until afterwards. There was rumors of an Edge stable, obviously, going into this match. Like there was rumors that like, oh, Edge hasn't done anything to put over any of the younger talent. He hasn't really worked with any of the younger talent. So they wanted to change that. So there was rumors of a stable for Edge. So he can lead his own Brood style stable, which I'm all for. And we got all the inclination that that's exactly what they're going with in this match. How did AJ get cut in the cheek before he even finished his entrance? That's my thing. Like that was my question. Like he made his entrance. And I'm like, girl, who the fuck cut you on the cheek? Did you cut yourself like
shaving? Yep.
Did like your wife's kiss just like acid burned your cheek or something? Like what's
it's the whiplash, man. The hair when he put his head up, the whiplash.
It's all that product he puts in his hair. It's starting it's starting to burn his skin.
There you go.
This match was fun. I think it got the most time than any other match in the card. I think I looked at the runtime. I think it got 25 minutes. All the other matches fluctuated. They had like 10, 11 minutes. Some had 7 minutes. I think some
had 1 minute.
Yeah, exactly. So time fluctuated, but this felt like the only match that they really gave them a lot of time and just let them like tell their story. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I watched it back a second time. I enjoyed it more the second time. I was able to like focus and zero in on it. I love the hits of the moves, like when he hit the Styles Clash towards the end, and the Edge barely kicked out. Fantastic false finishes. The suplex onto the apron bump onto the apron, the hardest part of the ring. Shout out to Pretty Kyle from Apron Bump.
Shout out.
Yeah, it was fun. It was like everything. Like AJ kept trying to hit the Styles Clash throughout. He got it on the third try. He kept trying to hit the phenomenal forearm. I don't think he hit the forearm. I don't think he hit him.
No, I don't think he ever got it.
No. Edge was trying to hit Spears, didn't get him. Like there was a lot of shit. This is a fun match. The finish did see after the kick out from the Styles Clash. AJ goes to set up for the phenomenal forearm and gets distracted slightly by a very gothic, very emo looking Damian Priest standing outside the ring. And AJ's just like, damn, he looked good. He was just distracted by his beauty. I'm like, damn, I want a piece of that after this match. And then he's like, okay, well, hold up. I'm wrestling Edge. Hold up. Let me get my shit back together. Then he goes for the forearm and eats a spear in midair for his troubles. Edge picks up the victory. After the match, Edge is like on his knee, looking like he's getting ready to propose. Damian Priest gets inside the ring, looking like he's about to say yes, but he gets down on his knee as well. So they propose to each other. They propose this new alliance, this new faction, and they both laugh and smirk at each other, grinning. They get up, they celebrate. We got the start of a brand new, beautiful faction in the works here with Edge, with the help of Damian Priest. I'm swallowing the match. I'm swallowing the aftermath. I'm swallowing Edge's entrance. He won the entrance. Like, I was like, Sasha's Lambo entrance was good, but Edge won the entrance. Won all the entrances in night 1 and night 2 WrestleMania weekend. Overall, guys, what are your thoughts on the match? What stuff you like, and obviously whether you spit or swallow it?
I'm gonna spit.
What?
I didn't like the match. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, that's okay.
Watch it. I don't know.
You know what? You know what? We don't yuck people's yums here, man. We don't yuck people's yums. We don't yum people's yucks. We don't yum people's yucks. So if you want to yuck something, go ahead and yuck it, man. But I'll yum it.
Initial reaction, I felt
yum
like,
it up.
I felt like AJ carried. Edge felt a little slow to me. Maybe I got to rewatch it again. You know,
it felt like
no. I can see that though. I can see.
I saw it. I saw it.
I can see what you're saying. Yeah.
Especially the second time when I was second time watching it, it felt like he was wrestling more methodically, kind of like Randy Orton or like a very old Undertaker. Well, then again, he's stealing his gimmick, so he might be like.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna be Undertaker for real. Like, I'm just gonna move slowly around this ring.
He's the new blonde Undertaker.
Right, and he's only got only a few losses at WrestleMania, anyways.
Yeah,
yeah. He doesn't have. Yeah,
I think he's only lost to John Cena and Undertaker.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Maybe I got to rewatch it. It wasn't hidden for me.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean,
maybe I'm going through some things.
It started, it didn't hit like right away.
No,
like you said, it was very slow. You know, Edge was being very methodical. I mean, the way
it was a lot of foreplay and missionary. You know what I mean? I needed hair pulling. You know,
you need hair pulling.
Yeah,
a lot of foreplay.
Whisper some dirty, problematic shit in my ear. You know, do something.
Foreplay and mission. Too much foreplay and missionary for you. Man.
They keep teasing the tip. And then never went through. Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta bend that.
See, this is,
you know what I'm saying?
This is why he was feeling the last Jackass standing match, because he got all his kinks in.
But go ahead, Justin.
No, but basically, yeah, what I was saying was that, yeah, it just seemed like Edge was just kind of like just trying to counter everything that AJ Styles was doing, you know? And I guess like AJ Styles was trying to, you know, end the match quickly, hit him with all the moves that he could do, and Edge kept on kicking out. So it just came to the point where like, what else can AJ Styles do? He did the 450 splash,
right?
Calf crusher, you know, all that shit that he was busting out early, you know,
right.
And then all of a sudden, then he got like, you know, he saw Damian Priest, which distracted him for some reason.
I mean, he's a good looking man. You know, he
oh
might.
Yeah, he's a good looking guy.
For all we know, he's a Bad Bunny fan. For all we know, AJ Styles is a Bad Bunny fan. I was like, oh, there's Damian Priest. He can hook me up with Bad Bunny tickets. We don't know. He might be a Benito fan.
Yeah, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I see more of a J Balvin or Ozano. You know?
I can see.
Maybe that's
shout out to Afro Latino of the Year, J Balvin.
There you go. Maybe that's more AJ Styles' lane, you know?
Yeah, there you go. He looks like he'd be into the emo look, though. Right. But
I did like that they did the Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance pose at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that was pretty dope.
No, I will definitely swallow it. It was a slow burner though. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't like what Benji said. It was a slow burner. So I'll swallow the match. What I will spit is the Santo Nino pose at the end. I don't know what's going on with that.
Santo Nino.
It's like, you know when you leave the pew and you have to bow down before you get the communion. That's what they were doing. That's what they were doing. And I understand it's Sunday and it's almost Easter.
We're in Lent. We're in the middle of Lent.
We're in the middle of Lent. Come on, man. You know?
Shout out to Santo Niño.
You gotta give it up. You gotta give it up, bro.
Oh man, we're gonna move on, guys. We're gonna move on. Don't worry, we'll have a quickie. We'll like spend as much time on this next match as they gave it. We have the New Day taking on Fight Night, 2/3 of Fight Night. That's what I'm calling them.
Fight Night.
I'm just calling them Fight Night. Very short match, lasted maybe 2 minutes tops. Like it was like maybe like a minute and like 40 seconds, if that.
Yeah.
Loved the Big E gear from the New Day. It was inspired from the gear he wore when he won the WWE title. I thought that was really cool. Apparently the match was cut last night, so it was supposed to take place last night, and it got cut. And for some reason, they decided to add it tonight. But I don't know. It was what it was. We're probably gonna get a rematch at WrestleMania Backlash. Hopefully, there's a speedy recovery to Big E, because apparently this was supposed to be the full entirety of New Day versus Fight Night, which is why Butch was called up, because they want to do 3-on-3. They want to do a match for the New Day, so that's why they did it. So, injuries happen. It be what it be. Xavier Woods took a bro kick in the Northern Grits, and he took the L. Fight Night for the win. Gonna go ahead and swallow the competitors, swallow every single person involved, because I like them all. Rich Holland is what he is. I'm gonna swallow the Big E tribute gear, but I'm gonna spit the quality of the match and the time. If this is all you're gonna give them, gotta give them something, man. Cut the Vince McMahon stuff, which we'll talk about. But
yes. I will say I can't spit a New Day match. I just can't. You know what I'm saying? Because even though with the match that
I'm spitting I'm spitting the quality of the match. I'm spitting the time they got.
No, I got you. It's just so I have to say Gargle undecidedly.
Mm-hmm.
But man, the gear was dope. Kofi coming out in Big E's gear. I think they should switch his name to Big E. If you know what I'm saying. Big Kof. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh
man, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying.
So he was carrying the hammer too. He had
oh my god, man, a hammer, bro.
Justin said SOS.
Shout out to the SOS Society. He was thinking about Spencer Swallows. That's what he means.
Yeah,
that's what
man.
Benji means.
Trouble in paradise. That's what I'm saying. Hey. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Benji, I see you with getting your madcap on. Getting your madcap on with the jokes. But yeah, what about you, Benji? What are you thinking?
Love the New Day, but they could have kept this cut.
Yeah.
Instead of just because now everybody's just all feeling some kind of way about it. Like, damn, that sucked. They got so much little time. You know what I mean? It was kind of a downer. They could just if they were gonna give them that, they might as well just cut it.
Did they do any pre-show matches? I don't think they do it.
They didn't. I spent 2 motherfucking hours watching that shit.
I didn't. I said fuck it.
I gotta see Jerry Lawler's Vienna sausage ass on my fucking screen. Man, what? No more pre-show matches? What's up with that?
No, I think they stopped the pre-show matches.
Caleb Braxton saved that whatever the kickoff was. Caleb Braxton.
I didn't even watch that shit, man. I don't watch kickoff shows anymore. That's why
they got the other Paul brother up there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I believe you on that.
This dude was ready to jump into the crowd and shit. They had to reel that shit back in.
Yeah, he was on E though. He was on lean. He had that lean though.
Yeah. Let's move on, guys. So we're in agreement a little bit. We spent too much time on the 1 minute match. Austin Theory versus Pat McAfee. Mr. McMahon came out to introduce Austin Theory, said that he's a future Universal Champion, kind of gave him the Drew McIntyre treatment. I wonder if that means that he's going to join a 3-man band, get cut, get jacked up, and then come back bearded up and hairy with a sword. So we'll see.
Maybe he might leave, start his own promotion, and then, negotiate that on its way back.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you
Control your narrative. Control your narrative.
There you go. Pat wins with the White Stripes 7 Nation Army theme song. I love that song so much. It was dope. It got me hyped for this match because I didn't give a fuck. At this point, I didn't give a fuck about the match. right? Like
Right.
at this point, I'm like, man, can we just get to the main event? You know, like I just like, you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm not really looking forward to Austin Theory. You know, Pat McAfee's entrance, his whole theme. I got goosebumps. Well, not goosebumps. I got excited. I got geeked for it. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling this. But I skipped the match though. I had to drive home because I didn't get to finish
You skipped the match.
I went back and watched it though. I skipped the match, but from what I saw, Pat looked solid in the ring. He looked good. I saw him hit a Murakarana, and all that other good shit, right? When there was
he hit all the spots that they pretend he didn't do in NXT.
Right,
dude, I swear they make it seem like this is his debut match. Like he didn't like go to war with Adam Cole in War Games and shit.
He did the exact same spots, but man, dude was out here living his dream, you know.
Yeah, he was best friends with Butch, and they don't acknowledge it. The winner was Pat McAfee with a roll-up reversal from Austin Theory's finisher. Afterwards, Austin Theory was crying on the outside of the ring. His sugar daddy McMahon came to his rescue. Pat was talking more shit and challenged Vince McMahon to a match. So we get the impromptu match. We get Vince McMahon versus Pat McAfee. Alka-Seltzer, Meltzer, Dave over there, you know, he got this one right, you know, like TC said. One more shout out to TC, you know, like even the broken clock is right twice a day. So
yeah, but if you throw everything against the wall, eventually something's gonna stick, you know.
Exactly. That's what I like. It's the whole broken clock analogy. It's like you're gonna be right.
Oh
like,
shit, that is what that means. You're right.
Goof ass. You got your beanie on too tight. You got your beanie on too tight. Theory jumped Pat McAfee to start the match, and then kept interfering throughout. Vince McMahon toyed with him, and eventually he gets kicked. He gets a football kicked to him, like
a punter's kick.
A puncher's kick into McAfee. I think that was the finish. Was it to the dick or something? Or like, because I didn't see it, because like I just saw him go for a football. I looked away, and then the match was over.
He like hit him in the gut, pretty much.
Okay.
It was nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
he almost blew out his quads on that. I'll give you that.
I bet. Speaking of blowing things up, Vince McMahon did get the win, but Austin came out. Not Austin Theory, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He came out and he gave Austin Theory a stunner, and I think he oversold it a bit too much. It looked very cartoonish. I know what he was trying to go for. I think he was trying to do the Scott Hall, the Dwayne The Rock Johnson cell.
He looked like he was falling down that Mortal Kombat pit.
That's 2 Mortal Kombat references for Benji. Like 3 more, and he gets a golden ticket. He gets a free burger. He gets a free Big Mac with another reference.
Like the Bulls,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Austin came out, and we saw the worst stunner ever. Ever. I'm spinning that shit. Even Steve was
the
like,
greatest thing I ever seen in my life.
Even Steve was like, "Hold up, bitch, where the fuck you going? Come over here." He took the kick to the gut. He was stumbling.
This man was sliding on Sub-Zero's ice over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what was he tripping on? Just himself?
I think he just like took the kick to the gut and like it rocked him.
This man had ragdoll physics.
And then he gets close and he tries to go for the stunner and he like slides out like jelly, like it's made out of butter. It just slides out and he barely gets hit. He just collapses. After the match, we get a beer bash with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's celebrating. He celebrates with Pat McAfee a little bit, but he eats a stunner too. But now that was a stunner. The way Pat McAfee sold the stunner was great. Like he probably sold the stunner the best all weekend, with the exception of maybe Byron Saxton, because Byron Saxton oversold it, but in a good way.
Right.
I like the way he did it.
I like the way he did it too, with the beer and everything like that. Once he hit the stunner, he was spitting out the beer and he kind of went down. So I thought that was great. It was like, I don't know how to say this. It was like the most realistic stunner. If someone ever had to take a stunner, that'd be like the most realistic one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It felt about right. Felt about right.
Yeah.
Apparently Benji is making his AEW debut because he just blacked out and just rejoined us.
Oh shit! My bad.
But no, overall, guys, Spitter Swallow. I'm just gonna lump everything together, like the Austin Theory versus McAfee, Vince versus McAfee, and then Austin coming out and everything. We're gonna lump all that together.
Swallowing everything, man. That's thunder. I was laughing my fucking ass off. Vince McMahon looked like he was playing Gang Beast, man. Like, fuck.
Shout out to Gang Beast. Shout out to Gang Beast. Y'all play Gang Beast?
Gang Beast? Not in a long time.
Yo, let's have a
Someone needs to put this guy
cafeteria Gang Beast.
Cafeteria Gang Beast.
Have him collapse into the side and put the GTA wasted on him.
Oh man, I think that's a job for Heel Tactics. I feel like Justin from Heel Tactics got that.
Shout out.
He'll probably do something like that.
That shit was so funny, man.
I'll swallow.
Yeah,
I'll swallow.
All right,
I'll swallow everything. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, I'll swallow. No,
let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and swallow. Yeah, I'm gonna take it in the face. I'm gonna let some of that. I'm gonna let some of that swallow get him in the mouth and swallow.
Hey man, that shit was funny. Right. That shit was fucking funny.
Yeah.
Even the Pat McAfee match, even the match itself was decent. You know,
because Pat looked good. I guess the only thing I'm spitting was like the Vince Pat match itself, because that was like whatever.
Yeah, that was like
yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So it was whatever. Other than that, like I said, taking it in the face, probably gonna lick some of it off the lips, and that's where we're going with it.
Yeah.
Next match, main event, title unification match. We had the Universal Champion Roman Reigns, the undefeated Roman Reigns for almost 2 years. This man has been undefeated as Universal Champion, and I don't think he's taken a pin since 2017 or 2019, I think is what they were saying.
Whenever
he lost to,
I think Drew, right? When he lost to Drew, that was the last time.
No. I think he beat Drew. I think the last time he lost was when he lost to Eric Rowan, when they were trying to build him up as a singles guy.
With the spider?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Was that what?
Yeah, I think. Don't quote me on that, but we'll probably get.
Quote him. Say it with your chest. Quote his ass.
Roman Reigns was taking on the WWE champion, Big Booty Brock, Ponytail Braided Brock, Cowboy Brock Lesnar. WrestleMania acknowledged Roman
Brock
Reigns.
Came out there looking like Goro.
That's 4. That's 4. I think Benji's trying to say, can we play Mortal Kombat after we're done with Gang Beast?
Which one are we talking? Which one? 3?
I think my favorite is Mortal Kombat 9, the remake.
Okay.
I like that one. But I don't think we can have a game night with like the old school games. We have to get like on those PS4, PS5 games so we can play online.
Y'all got PS5s out here, man?
I got a PS5. I've been have a PS5. I just got to bring it to my girl spot so I can actually play.
Let's go to what's that? Gallop and Ghost. Let's meet up at Gallop and Ghost.
Gallop and Ghost. I know about Ignite Gaming Lounge.
You never heard of Gallop and Ghost?
No.
You never heard of Gallop? What?
Hey.
Oh,
they got everything.
Check it. This is gonna be like the 53 and 10-second mark. Jizzy, if you come to Chicago, we'll go to Gallop and Go, and we'll all go together. We'll all gallop and go there and play some games.
Shut the fuck.
We'll all gallop and go.
This man.
Brock took his gloves off to start the match, supposed to make it more serious. He wanted bare knuckle. He wanted to fist the fuck out of Roman. He wanted to feel all of it.
Hey yo.
Okay. See. Once we got past the foreplay, once we got past the missionary, Benji gets intrigued. Benji gets excited. See,
that's all I'm saying.
Brock was feeling Benji. He was like, "Fuck the missionary, fuck the role play. Like, let's go." Like, he
check my prostate. You know what I'm saying? Let's going.
The match was what you thought it'd be. Suplex City, Superman punches at 5, spears, even the ref bump for Roman to cheat and everything. And we got bulges. We got bulges all around. Like, you saw that giant ass fucking bulge like on Roman's shoulder. Like, people were saying that he might have dislocated his shoulder. Like, he might have gotten injured. It happened when he was in the Kimura lock, so he was locked into the Kimura lock. It looked like he was about to tap. With the help of Paul Heyman, he pushed the rope closer to him, and I heard him say something out loud to Paul. He's like, "I think it's out" or something like that.
Yeah,
it's out.
It's out. It's out. Yeah.
And in
Which
the
I
background,
hear every night, you know. But shout out to Roman. He popped it back in, you know. I came into this match wanted him to pop his pussy, you know, but he popped the shoulder back in.
Okay.
Respect it.
You respect it? Do you acknowledge the bulge? Do you acknowledge the bulge, Benji?
I acknowledge the bulge.
Just to clarify, which one we talking about? The one in his pants or the one in his shoulder?
Yeah, that or the head of the table. Which one we talking about? Which one we talking about? Which spear? Which spear we talking about?
The spear from the back. I'll take that one.
Oh my god!
Oh man!
Was that just a mistimed spear, or was that a spear from the back when that happened?
I'm gonna say it was a mistimed one.
That's what I thought too.
It was mistimed, but because we seen it earlier with Lashley, it looked like it was.
They
planned.
saved it.
Commentary was able to save it.
Yeah.
Right. Going back to the finish of the match, though, Heyman was like just screaming, like, "Please, my tribal chief!" He was begging, pleading him, like, "This is your moment. You have to rise up." Sudden end to the match, I felt like, because after like Roman got up and got the rope break from the Kimura, he set up for the F5, reversed it, ran the ropes, spear, 1, 2, 3, winner and new undisputed unified 24/7 I-95 WWE heavyweight champion of the world, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And that's how we close off the show. Roman gets his 2 straps at the end of the night, and he's ready to go home and just show them off to his wife and bring him to the aisle.
These shows normally end at around 11.
Like Saturday night they ended at about like a quarter to 11, a quarter to midnight. Yeah,
because when this one ended, it was like they still had like 20 more minutes till 11, so it might have been ended.
It might have been
kind of early.
It did feel. A lot of people were saying like it was rushed. That's why a lot of people were like making a lot of like big deal about whether or not Roman got injured and the bulge that they saw on his shoulder. It's like, was he really injured? Was that his shoulder? Was that his shoulder out of his socket?
Yeah. I saw people. I saw like somebody on Twitter like kind of like circle like where the shoulder was, and then versus like after the Kimura lock and everything, like try to be like forensic science and shit. Like
everybody's an orthopedist all of a sudden, you know.
What if?
Exactly.
What if? And no one's. A lot of people have failed to like bring this plausible theory out there, this Austin theory out there. What if Roman intentionally dislocated his shoulder to sell the Kimura? What if? What if he's that devoted to the bit? What if he's that devoted to the bit? In the
man, keeping kayfabe alive, love it.
Overall, though, guys, how are you feeling about the match? What are you spitting? What are you swallowing? Just your overall takes.
It was cool. I didn't want Lesnar to win. I feel like Roman's been killing it. So I feel like whoever beats him is gonna elevate themselves. So I'm down with Roman winning.
Okay. Just
yes, same. I swallow it. Kind of like what you were saying. Like, I didn't like the finish. Maybe he was really injured. You know, the other thing too, maybe he was really injured or not. I kind of wish they played more into it once we found out that he had a dislocated shoulder. Like, maybe Brock go back into the Kimura lock to give it like more of an extra thing. You know, like really make it painful.
I mean, it could have been the thing where they're just like, oh shit, he's legit hurt. Let's check on him. Let's just wrap it up.
Yeah.
They probably don't want him to miss too much time on a serious injury, you know?
Yeah,
but he like what? He popped it back in, but like the way he popped it, he just like hold onto the rope. Like, does that really do it?
You never popped your shoulder back in?
No.
No.
I've never dislocated my shoulder, Benji. What kind of kinky sex are you having that you're dislocating shoulders?
And I got some literature I'll pass your way.
Okay, Barnes and Noble, Benji. I see you.
Pop lock.
Pop lock and drop.
Pop lock and drop it.
Pop lock and drop it. And by drop it, I mean like drop your shoulder onto the mat. Cause like,
he's got pop lock and Roman over here.
Pop lock and Roman. Ooh, I like that. That might be a bullet point for the tweet.
Okay.
Pop lock and Roman. But no, I'm gonna go ahead and swallow the match. It was what it was. Like I said, I described it what I like as the match was what you thought it'd be. I wasn't expecting anything crazy, no like 5-star classic. I wasn't expecting the Cody Rhodes Seth. I was not expecting the Becky Bianca. I knew that night one gave me the best match of the weekend, and I knew nothing this weekend could top it, with the exception of maybe Edge versus AJ Styles. But I didn't feel like it was even as exciting as the Cody and Seth match, and sure as hell was not as good as the Becky Bianca match. But I'm swallowing this. I'm swallowing Roman getting the win. I don't like that they did the unified titles. I hope they don't actually unify the titles and it's not just one champion, because I will say it does get me curious to see what they're gonna do on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Maybe Roman's on both shows for like the for help me out here, foreseeable future. There you go.
There you go. You got it.
Just you had all that bulging, like I'm
shout out ESL. Shout out.
Yeah.
Had all that bulge from like Lashley's hammer.
You had a mouthful. It was a mouthful.
It was a mouthful. It was a mouthful. Too many bulges, man. But at least we acknowledged the bulge tonight on Spitter Swallow. But yeah, maybe he drops one of the titles at SummerSlam. He gets a run as the undisputed champion. I just hope they don't actually unify them and are able to like separate the titles later. Hopefully it's like a short thing. But I'm swallowing it. Overall, guys, WrestleMania Sunday, Spitter Swallow.
Definitely swallow.
Yeah,
shit was fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't able to do this on night one's Spitter Swallow, but I'm gonna ask you guys right now. Overall, WrestleMania weekend, WrestleMania night one, night two, which one are you swallowing more than the other?
Night one, definitely.
Night one for me too. I agree.
It was a better overall show from beginning to end. But I will say this before we move on. Night two it opened up great with Triple H coming out and him able to do his aim.
I forgot to make mention. I forgot to take notes of that.
No, it's okay. That's why we're here, bro. That's why we got you, man. We got you. That's why we're here.
Left the boots in the ring.
He left the boots in the ring, and it was. Who knows when the next time he's gonna do that entrance? Same thing with Undertaker. He got the chance to say goodbye at the end.
Yeah.
Stone Cold got to say goodbye at the end. So, for me, for those reasons, the fun matches, I'll give that a swallow.
Yeah.
So.
They're nice little like homages to the old guard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Anything else you guys want to like touch on before we sign off?
I feel like I touched everything that needed to be touched. I'm good.
All right, Benji. I'm glad. Hopefully you touched it with consent.
Of course.
Of course. I don't know about that. I have my doubts about you, Benji. Go ahead and plug your shit, guys. Justin, we'll start with you.
Yeah.
Get Your Podcast. You guys did a new episode recently, didn't you? Or am I tripping?
No, that was kind of like a republished episode that I kind of like wanted to republish type of thing. But that's neither here or there. But you can find me on the Get Your Podcast on Twitter, Get Your Podcast on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think Justin froze. All right.
No, we good.
We back.
Yeah,
Sub-Zero. So he got Sub-Zero in the back right there, trying to tell him to wrap it up. See, I got one in, Benji. I got one in.
Cool. I respect it.
All right.
You can find me, Benji Calavera on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You need any commissions? DM me. Hit me up.
Yeah. And we're talking about commissions for your art, not anything else.
For art, right. I got to work on this plug over here. Shit. yeah, for our, you need some T-shirt designs, some merch designs, hit me up.
Yeah. Like I said at the top of the show, go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. Give this episode a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Try to help us get that custom URL. That's the goal of Spitter Swallow. It's why we were created. We're the YouTube exclusive show of the Smackin and Raw crew of Creation World. So go ahead and look up Creation World on YouTube. Find me on all social media platforms at SES Vince, specifically Instagram and Twitter. Do not follow me on Snapchat. I will not add you. We're not gonna do that. In the link tree in my bio, we'll take you to Everything Straight Talk, and we'll take you to the YouTube for Creation World. I'm going to try to add that there so you can go ahead and check out the latest Spitter Swallow. And then, obviously, if you follow me on Twitter, you will know when the next episode of Spitter Swallow drops. Night 1 is already out as the recording of this episode, so go to check that out. Me and Matt Ritter covered Night 1. It was a blast. We went about like 40 minutes. I knew this one was going to be a little bit longer because I had the SOS Society with me here, and Benji and Justin. We gotta get Reek. Shout out to Reek. Thank you for being the trooper. Sorry we're bums and want to sleep in a little bit more and record this episode, but we got you on the next one. I, of course, am the Pornhub Poppy, Daddy Delgado, the Salt and the Spitter Swallow, aka SES Vince. This has been Spitter Swallow. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Later, y'all.
We're the ones, baby.